We play a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
3, 4, 5.
Everybody in San Marcos is so great. I mean, that's kind of a comes naturally thing too around here.
We're Moon Dunes.
Yeah, we're Moon Dunes.
And what music we play, that's the hardest question of it all.
We play the music that you like to listen to. Like, our intention with writing the songs were sort of spacey, but sort of beachy, so...
Road tripping in space.
Right, road tripping in space. So, for the beach side, Dunes was there, and for the space side, Moon came out and just sort of pops. Moon Dunes. Moon Dunes, Swoon Tunes. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah, the start of the band was definitely not psych rock.
Yeah,
it was definitely like
influence.
wavy and yeah, it had the influence, but
what isn't?
it was more so just like positive music, easy listening. I guess psychedelic rock's the same thing, but it's just, you know, like you get to a point, you're like, cool, we did that. Like, what else can we challenge ourselves to do?
Genre, easy listening.
Easy listening.
Yeah.
We're Bogan, we play psychedelic pedal metal, as we like to call it. Pedal as in flower pedal. It was never a choice, it's just something that happened.
Just kind of what comes out naturally.
Yeah, you know, it is, you pick up an instrument and you start playing and you play whatever you want to hear, pretty much.
And really, I didn't start really diving into music until Will came into town, and I messed around with bass a little bit, and I started guitar when I was younger, but nothing serious. And he was like, "You play bass?" Like when he was living with me, and I just started playing along with him. And
Because you had a huge upright.
yeah, I had an upright. I would like busk around town, like, you know, just playing on the street, like really just getting drunk for free. It was basically what it was about, and having fun.
Yeah. And then we went to a party at Iconic Village right there, and we met Matt there, and we had been asking everybody, and finally he's like, "Yeah, I do." And actually, I live in the apartment right underneath this one, so
We happened to have our gear in the trunk.
just went and left the party and just jammed downstairs. And
I'm pretty sure he still plays the songs exactly the same as he played them that night too.
I mean, I don't know about that.
I mean, for me, like, I love all kinds of music, right? All kinds of genres, and I think the music that we make with Moon Dunes is kind of a blend of a lot of genres, but like the biggest influence right now in my life is just all my homies who are in bands and who are just like killing it, slaying it, putting in the hours, coming up with like great songs, and like going out and seeing them play, and like that's so inspiring to just be like, man, like we have that, like we can do that too. Like,
I actually think I would say that part of the reason I love the San Marcos music scene is because not all of the bands are the same. We're all doing similar stuff, putting in the hours, but like as far as genres goes, like you have the
Super diverse.
yeah, super diverse. You have like the more soulful jazzy bands, and then you also have like the rock and psych bands. But as like in my experience of playing with Moon Dunes and like playing on bills, it's always, you know, like two bands that sound similar or could sound similar, and then one band that's a completely different genre. So it's cool because it's like almost forcing people to
expand their horizons.
exactly. So I think that's what I love, and especially for us. Like when we started playing music, it doesn't. For 2 years ago, the music that we were playing doesn't sound like what we're playing now. So I think if you like recognize that everyone's evolving in that way, then you like got it made.
yeah, it's easy to talk to.
Yeah, there's just like, I don't know, I think our first show was at a house party, and I think that like San Marcos is just like the type of place to, yeah, just always has parties and stuff. People are doing things.
We like house parties just because you can smoke on stage, man. You can actually be a musician, you know. You don't have to be a businessman walking in a suit like trying to pretend to be someone you're not. Like, it's just crazy what you have to do to get shows at venues nowadays.
Yeah, if you're at a house party, like the crowd is there to have fun and
They're
party,
there because they want to be there.
and they can get
Not
wired.
spending money or not a lot of money, like at the bar. And
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
It's just the atmosphere.
And the energy makes all the difference at any show.
Dude, it's hard not to find music in this town,
Right.
you know? If you're listening to the music, you'll find it. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. music found me before I found music in San Marcos.
Right.
And that was just my homies throwing awesome house parties, like house shows, you know, my freshman year, and like just looking at those bands playing in front of all the people and just being like, whoa, that's like such awesome energy. Like, I want to be there one day.
And now.
Then it just happens.
And
you're
then
like,
now we're playing a
whoa.
house show
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Play a house show. We all live together. Pat lives in Austin, but us three live together, so it's sort of just become
House
what
show
what
every
we
night.
do. Yeah, house show every night. Like, 9 times out of 10, we'll go to a show and then come home and be like, it's not too late, you know, jam for 20 minutes. And just
Yeah.
like,
I think one of our first fans just he bought our album off of Bandcamp, and we had it to like name your own price, and I think he paid like $50 or something.
No, dude, we were asking like $10 for the album. This guy paid $100.
Or 100, yeah.
Yeah, he PayPal'd me $100. Kevin Fowler.
Yeah, and then he messaged us on Facebook and was just asking about when our shows were, and like we were all like, "Have you ever met this person? Did you meet this person? Did I?" Like no one had ever met him like person to person. We just like online. That was weird, but yeah, he's one of our biggest fans for sure.
Yeah, it's funny. He gave me a couple pedals and he's like, try these out. And then yeah, just a good guy. He's like, anytime y'all record, I have a bunch of equipment that y'all can use anytime. And it's people like that that make it worth it.
We got a couple self-proclaimed biggest fans.
Yeah.
James loves this too, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Willingness for people to listen.
Support from
Support,
your
yeah.
peers, because a lot of places, like the band that played before you won't stick around afterwards. You know, they'll play their set and go home, or they won't show up early to catch your set. But in San Marcos, it's like you're showing up.
this is what's going on tonight, so
Yeah.
everyone's there type thing.
Yeah. We were talking about this earlier. Like San Marcos is such a small town, and there's so much music and so much talent happening. Like you could catch 4 bands at 4 different venues in one night, you know?
Right.
You just walk around the corner on the square and you're at a different venue with different music playing, and it's like, that's like what's awesome about San Marcos. Just
Totally.
the support, the
Close
variety,
Yeah.
the talent.
There's something in the water. That's what I heard.
I would say the
Something about the
school
water.
for sure draws a lot of good musicians.
Like I didn't come to San Marcos with the intentions of being like a musician, or like I've been a musician for a long time, but it wasn't like why I came here. But now that I'm like here, it's like the reason I'm like sticking around this town for sure. It's
Totally.
cool.